Hey, welcome to Scale Model Addict. I'm Scott Gervin. Thanks for watching this video. This week on SMA we got a few things lined up. I'm going to start talking about my contest build and show you a couple of figurehead sculpture things I've been playing around with. Scale Model Madman is going to bring you a really cool tutorial on achieving a realistic wood finish. Grendels from the forum has an open box review. And other than that, we're just going to talk about model building. So let's get to it. There are a lot of entries in the contest. Last time I counted, I think it's 87, and that's not counting the all open category entries. So we're about halfway through the first month. The contest runs till the end of June, and you still have a lot of time to get involved. Over $4,000 in prizes from all kinds of different sponsors. So I really encourage you... I was doing so good. I'll keep going. I really encourage you to check out the site, excuse me, and just get involved in the contest. You do not have to post a work in progress thread in the forum. Some people are choosing to. And if it's a new build, you just got to send me a newspaper. See, there's the date. That was the other day. Just a picture of newspaper with your box that shows the contents of the kit that haven't been started. And a $5 entry fee. And you can get in on a lot of prizes. Keep in mind, there will be normal kind of rewards for the winners, but there's also a lot of draws and just random funness to share everything as much as we can. So check it out at ScaleModelAddict.com. Alright, I'm going to try something for the Afterlife category. Kind of a Mad Max looking thing, death race kind of thing. I don't know. I'm just going to see what I can do. So I'm going to start with this Firebird. Whoa, almost just lost the Firebird. It's a pretty cool car, and it comes with like a drag race option, so I'm hoping that I can get something cool out of that. What a nice car. And as you can see, it's I didn't build it yet. I just lost the part though. So if I get really ambitious, I'm going to also try to build this guy and have them kind of racing or fighting or something. Okay? The plan is if I can get the car done, right on. If I can get the car and the truck done in time, double right on. If I can get the car and the truck and the trailer done in time, triple right on. And along with that, I have a 125 scale chopper motorbike on its way and a 125 scale monster truck. So if I can get all of that done, well, it's nothing short than a pure miracle. 100% miracle. But I'm going to start with the car and we'll see where it goes. Scale Model Addict is sponsored by Badger Airbrush. Okay, it's going to take some figures for that. 125 scale figures are not easy to come by. I do have a couple. I got the rally driver set from Tamiya, and there was a NASCAR driver in one of the kits that I have in the stash there. But I've been trying my hand at sculpting heads just for fun, and then eventually try to, you know, do armature and the whole character and whatever. And I think I can do it. I'm not going to be able to like be professional at it anytime soon, but I think I can pull it off. Especially when you stick them in a car and like fill all the windows full of armor. You can make a pretty good looking character through a 1mm space. So let's take a look at the three heads that I've sculpted, starting with the first, then the second, then the most recent. So there's a 124 scale NASCAR dude. There's sculpt number 1, trying to hold focus. There's number 2. There's number 3. And oh, what's that? Hey, look at that! An assortment of Vallejo products, including a line of pigments, model color paints, and smooth surface primer. I want to thank Vallejo Paint. Vallejo is now the official paint sponsor of Scale Model Addict. Thank you very much, Vallejo. Okay, while I set up for the next shot, I can't say this at all. While I set up for the next shot, here's Ken Abrams with the scale model Madman moment of madness.
Hey guys, welcome to a moment of madness. I'm going to be showing you a really simple technique for making some really great wood grain for your scale model projects. It's really simple. I'm going to be using some Vallejo model color acrylic paint. This stuff brushes on really smooth and dries quite fast. And I'm going to be going over it with some artist oil paint. Real simple stuff you can pick up at an art store. And this technique takes no time at all. I'm going to choose a few colors. Vallejo Sand Yellow, a Vallejo Dark Flesh, a Vallejo Light Flesh. Anything with this shade of color, you want something light because the effect that you're going to use on top of it is going to be very dark. So it's the combination of the dark over this very light stuff that gives it its look. And then you want to pick an oil color. It doesn't have to be Winsor Newton, but this is what I use. I get these at a art supply store. Is that like shtick? An art supply store. Raw umber, Van Dyke brown, something along the lines of that. Something really dark brown is perfect. Now, the first thing I do when using oil paints is I will get a piece of cardboard, like from a cardboard box, just a scrap piece, and I will actually put the oil paint on the cardboard box. Now you're going to want cardboard, not like a glossy paper, because what I'm trying to do here is draw the linseed oil out of the oil paint. For one, I want this to dry a little faster because oil paint takes so long to dry. And by drawing the linseed oil out, it leaves just the pigment behind and it'll dry a little faster. For two, this will dry flat. When you draw the linseed oil out, you basically are painting with the pigments and not so much all the oil behind it. So, the second thing I'm going to do is grab something for a palette. In this case, it's like the lid off a Pringles jar or something. And I'm just going to put a little bit of that there. Okay, so you see the slight difference in shade. This is a little lighter than that. Basically what I'm looking to do is create a little variation in the tones of the wood. Now we're just gonna let this sit for a while. You'll notice over time this big stain here, like a bag of French fries or onion rings or something, as it draws the oil out. I'm just gonna let that sit. And we're going to start by painting each board a different color. Of course, you can see I'm not applying any kind of primer here, and I would highly recommend that you do primer first, especially over resin. What I'm going to do is let these things sit for a while. You can already see the oil starting to seep out of the linseed oil, seep out of the oil paint. I will wait till I have a probably US quarter sized stain here on the cardboard, and then I will try to stop hitting the camera and I will show you the next segment.
Thank you, Ken. We're going to watch the rest of that after the paint dries in a moment, but right now I'm going to try to do something useful with my life, okay? And I'm actually going to try to start this build. So the first thing I'm going to do is strip the chrome off of the chrome parts of the Firebird. Okay, we are going to strip some chrome using Super Clean. I got this at Walmart. This jug of it was about $7. It's very toxic. It'll make your eyes burn. It'll make your throat feel like you swallowed razor blades. So use it in a well-ventilated area. I'm going to take this vessel, I'm going to pour a lot of it in here. Holding my breath, kind of. I got my chrome parts and I cut the sprues to try to get it to fit, kind of. I don't have enough. And then I cover it. Now I am going to reuse this. I tried it before, and once all the chrome's off, I just pour it back in and recycle the stuff. So I'm going to let that set up. I'm going to actually mark the time so you can know exactly how long it takes, and we're going to go back to Ken with the rest of his wood weathering, wood painting thing. Those chemicals are freaking me out.
Okay, well, as you can see, you know, the oil stain is growing. It's not quite as big as I said I would wait. But as time goes by, this will continue to grow. As you can see, this is stuff I've used previous. You can see the size of the stain. The longer you wait, you know, the better. The more oil you're going to draw out, okay? And we're just going to take this. Doesn't matter how thick. Alright, you probably don't want to thin this at all. If anything, you know, you want it to be thick. You want to apply it heavily. Okay, because the trick is going to come later. You're going to wipe it off. And it's the staining that is left behind. And the thickness really helps with that. It piles into the nooks and crannies, and you're basically looking to cover this completely. You know, the thicker it is, probably the better it is. If you thin it, you know, it's going to act more like a wash. Now, the other thing about this that's great is you can take as much off as you like, and you can leave as much behind as you like. Okay, so you can let this sit for a while. You have lots of time to work with oil paint, you know. But basically, you can use different things. You can use brushes, you can use rags, paper towels, whatever. Here you can see I can use a Q-tip. I'm just lightly removing some of this. Alright, the bulk of it. And don't worry if you move it around a bit. I mean, if you take a little too much off here and leave a little too much behind there, it doesn't matter, because you can still move it around the surface. That's the great thing about oil paints. They're not permanent for a long time. Right? You know, I've still not used any type of thinner. I'm basically just dragging the oil pigments across the surface. Just making sure that I've got good coverage and I've got it in all the nooks and crannies. Just things like that. Now you can take a rag and just lightly wipe some of this off. No pressure, because I don't want to push too hard and wipe too much off. Okay, I just want to take a little bit off. Alright, now you can notice at this early stage that those those different shades of color that we started with are hardly noticeable, but they are noticeable. And they will add to the effect of individual boards, which was really what you were trying to accomplish. Okay? Once you're satisfied with the amount of oil you've removed, or maybe even the amount of oil that you've left behind, you can just drag your bristles down it. Sometimes this helps to create random lines which sell the whole wood grain look a little more. You know, because if you look at wood, it does have dark patches, light patches, things like that. So that, in a nutshell, is one way to create realistic wood for your modeling. A Moment of Madness was brought to you by Ma.K Interactive, weathering products for the scale modeler, and by Vallejo paints, pigments, and washes.
This stuff works so fast. It's been maybe 3.5 minutes, seriously. Like, I don't think it's been as long as the video you just watched. And it's already off. The parts are stripped from the chrome. So I'm going to take it out, put it on some towel, and you can check it out. That stuff works so good it's scary. Keep in mind, it's called Super Clean. At least it is in North America. I'm not sure what it's called anywhere outside North America. But it's potent. I want to thank Brad from the forum for posting that tip. Brad is also known as the Baron. And while I kind of clean this up, let's jump over and check out Grendels' out-of-the-box review. Grendels, also known as John, also known as Grendels. John, take it away.
Hello everyone, this is Grendels over at Scale Model Addict Forum, and I'm bringing you an out-of-box review.
Here's my out-of-box review of the 1/20th scale Nitto kit of the Ma.K Krote. Now, the first thing you're greeted with is a camo card. It shows you the camo paint schemes as well as decal placements. These are the decals that come with the kit. The kit has a bag of springs and polycaps. This is a nice touch. I wish more kits would do this for more realistic views. A couple of copper rods, piece of photo etch for the radar antenna. Here's the main body. The figure that comes with the kit, he even has a cigarette. I think the figure that comes with the kit is the softest part of the kit, because to me that face right there just is not the best molding that there could have been. Especially with looking at some of the details in other parts of this kit, like right there. Here we have some detail parts for building the kit, more detail parts, and the feet for the bottom of the kit. It does come with one clear piece as well. The directions are here. They are very well laid out. One of the things that really makes me happy is on the back side is an exploded view of all the parts on the kit. I wish more kit manufacturers would do this, because if you don't want to follow the directions, you can just sit back here and build the kit from these parts from the exploded view alone. Some other nice touches in the directions is right here they make a suggestion for lighting the kit. They show you how to put a light in the spotlight, and down here they have a mounting bracket included with the kit to put a motor in it so you can motorize this main gun. That is a great touch. This is an older kit, and the newer kit manufacturers still are not on board with these ideas. And again, we have more directions. I'm just going to pan through them real quick so everyone can see the directions on how to put together this kit. Here's the directions for the figure, the legs, and it does call out where the springs go, final assembly, and again the exploded view. Hope you enjoyed a preview of what's inside the box of the Nitto Ma.K Krote.
Scale Model Addict is sponsored by Elm City Hobbies. I just want to take a minute and do a big shout out to a member of the forum, someone who has a lot of experience, a lot of amazing skill, and a really cool website. You guys have to go over and check out scratchmod.com. Rob's site is amazing. Any of you who have been around SMA for a while, you've been seeing Rob's tanks, and he specializes in building rusted out, burnt out, damaged, destroyed stuff, and he's really, really good at it. He's very open to share his tips and techniques, and you gotta go over and see his site, scratchmod.com. Right on. Thank you, John. Thank you, Ken, and thank you for watching. That wraps up this video of SMA. I managed to make a video inside of an hour and didn't build a thing. But I am going to get started on that model kit probably tonight, actually. And I'll be back soon with some of the progress of that. Plus we'll have some more madness from Ken, some more open box reviews, and some other cool stuff. Be sure to check out the contest while I run a sentence on. Be sure to check it out. We have a lot of great sponsors. Thank you everyone so much for sponsoring this. We couldn't do it without your help. And getting close to 90 some entries already. You still have lots of time. You have till the end of June to enter. So don't think there isn't time. Last year we only had 2 months. This year we have 3. And we're not even through that first month yet. So check it out at scalemodeladdict.com. Register for the forum and get involved. If you like building models, you'll like Scale Model Addict. Take care. Have a great week. God bless you. I hope you have a super, super week. Right on. See you later. Bye.
This is Ian Hamilton with AK Interactive USA. You must participate in SMA Spring Contest. Hurry up, get going, build that model.
Scale Model Addict Big Spring Contest is sponsored by Badger Airbrush, Artograph, Elm City Hobbies, AK Interactive USA, Brookhurst Hobbies, Andes Alps Decals, Model Makers, Xuron Tools, Tabletop Gaming Bunker, Model Man Tom, Inside the Armor, Vallejo is on board with SMA.
Quality paints, pigments, and washes for the scale modeler in you. Scale modeler in you. Oh, that was pretty stupid.
How about we switch over to Ken? Here's Ken Abrams with a scale modeling madness moment of mayhem madness. Something like that.
Can't touch this. Hammer time.